Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got a match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Dragoon on the left and Mark on the right. This is a bounty match. Mark going for the Weapon System Officer bounty. Joining me, Funwalk. How you doing?
Hello, guten Abend. What an interesting matchup here on the Imperial side with the Tempest and Maarek Steele and all the Tracers.
Oh, you know what? I think Dragoon's list changed. He's got hate on Dooku instead of Gonk. And let's see, Zam, Probes, Scimitar. Does that fit? 311 with struts, 2 Geonosian prototypes with the repulsor lifts and synced cannons, Dooku with hate, Zam, Grievous. There we go, 200. Okay, got it. The real lists. And the first person to tell me that they bet on the list on the left because it had Gonk and now they want to change their bet gets banned.
Alright, open mod view. Get the ban hammer ready. Yeah, Mark is like, I think, should have like a good time in this matchup because Dooku, high health, low agility ships, and those ships are so sad when they see lots of crits.
Yeah, that's a good point. And if he can successfully line up those tracer threads, get the target locks out, and start using those advanced target computers, yeah, you could see a lot of crits on Dooku. Now, Dooku, let's take a look at his ability. After you defend, if the attacker's in your firing arc, you may spend a force point to remove one of your blue or red tokens, which I guess could include a target lock. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you could hit him with your tracers, then he could spend a force point to remove one of the locks.
Yeah, one of the locks, right? There's still like 4 others shooting into you. But yeah, it's a good trick.
But yeah, after 2 shots, you could remove 2 locks, so... And with hate, you're going to be getting that back. Yeah, I wonder.
This could be expensive, right?
Yeah.
In terms of force and everything. So,
It's going to be an interesting interaction. So weapon system officers on Double Edge. Double Edge gets to, if he misses his shot, he can take a turret or munitions shot. And weapon system officer says after you perform a special attack with the target lock requirement, so that's going to be tracers or ion missiles, he can get a lock on the defender. So he could potentially, I'm trying to think how he wants this to work. He could shoot ion missiles, spin the lock, miss the attack, get the lock back and shoot dorsal or tracers, or go the other direction. We'll see. Oh, he could do primary as well. You just have to start out with a missile or turret.
man, it's so fun that the prop droids are like messing with all the physics on the board. Slinging all the tokens around.
Oh, yeah. The old shotgun. Lou says, Dooku is my favorite infiltrator pilot. Unfortunately, it's always better to take his crew. Well, you're wrong. 066 is the hero. But yeah, I mean, I kind of like all the infiltrators. As a new Separatist player, I've got my Servants of Strife pack over there unopened. And a bomber. I think I'm going to get an infiltrator next.
Yeah,
I really should.
It's fun. It's very fun.
I should get a Scum Fire Spray because I need a lot of the cards in that pack, but I'm too hipster to fly that. Come on.
Do you know that the infiltrator is a 5k on a large base?
It's pretty good. It's pretty much a Shadowcaster over here.
It's so fun.
So looking over here at Dragoon's list, 311, one of his favorite lists, one of his favorite ships. Loves that little droid. Going to be handing out calculates to these ships. Maybe even, I think he's got struts, right? Yeah, he could end up on a rock playing some tower defense. Oh, there goes the tokens. Now he brings up a good point. What's more hip than flying Baby Boba? Yeah. I liked him
Baby
better
Yoda,
when he was
Baby
young.
Boba, we need both of them.
Baby Boba, yeah. Greg, I'm trying not to call 311 that. Maybe I should put 311 on in the background while we watch this match. That's gonna... that would screw up our copyright, but we're not making ad money here. Using the probe droid for locks.
Very nice. It's in range of at least one of the types.
Yep. So yellow's got 1, 2... Nope, spreading those locks out. Double edge in the back has the lock now too for networked aim.
Yes, very cool. Guess this will be a very target locky game this year.
Yeah, I want to see Brendan Dragoon over here remove a lock with Dooku's ability. Now he has brought Scimitar, which I'm pretty dubious about. I don't love that title. I do love that it gives him jam. And actually with Dooku... Let me just double check Dooku's ability again. After you perform an attack that hits, you may spend 1 force point to perform an action. So you could actually jam with that ability or remove your cloak with the defense ability. That's right. Okay. Oh, I think he meant to decloak.
Oh, forgot the decloak, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be that much of a problem this turn.
Oh man, and I don't love the probe. You got 2 probes out in front of this list. Here's a hit crit. He took a target lock on that probe. There's the fire control. 2 evades. Easy. You know what? I think, Paul, I know you're joking, but I think that does remind me that, so with the Scimitar title, After you decloak, you may choose an enemy in your bullseye. If you do, it gains 1 jam token. Oh, okay. Well, it was already unlimited for that. It wasn't a jam action. I've probably seen that work once. I don't think Dragoon is going to try and force that to work here. There's 1 probe removed.
That's so sad when you see little probe droids die.
Yeah. I'm a big proponent. Big proponent of protecting your probes. Get 1 out there for the aggressive locks, and then bring 1 around the back for changing targets later.
Yes, sounds nice.
But this sort of play where both probes are in front of the lists...
It's just an easy target, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you anything.
Alright. Can you fit a decloak left?
Don't think. Oh, don't think so. Like, the gunship is blocking the way for the decloak.
A large base decloak. Is it a 1 template? Is it a barrel roll?
I think it's still a 1 template, like the normal barrel roll. Maui?
Like sideways.
Help us? Yeah, I think it's sideways though.
Boy, it's been a long time since I've seen a large base decloak. Sub-sand decloak forward. If it was just a barrel roll right, I would maybe try that and then turn into the middle, but... now I don't remember.
I think it's just a normal barrel roll for large bases, right?
Probably. Regular large base barrel roll, says Lou. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it makes sense, right? The large base with the 2 bank, 2 template.
I thought it might have been a 1 template perpendicular. But no. Okay. It's still a big move. Regardless.
Infiltrators and the YT, the only barrel rolling large bases, I think. I guess.
Stick 3 tractors on the table and I'll barrel roll any large base. Yeah, that's fun. That's sort of the dream of Uncar, is to move up, get the bullseye tractor, have them bump you. 3 tractors from 1 ship. Let's go. Oh, I never started my timer.
Oh boy.
Professional streamer. 62 minutes left in the match. Probe moving to a safe distance, hopefully. Wow, there is a dorsal turret there from Double Edge. We'll see. Decloak right. Stays on the board. Nope. That was the backward, so he's going to try mid. Look at that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Professional X-Wing player. Check that bullseye. I know nothing's there, but do it.
Yeah, interesting position here. I think Dragoon doing it right, using his droids to protect his infiltrator. Because those TIE fighters are all gunning for the large base.
Kind of a weird angle there for yellow. I think he'll still get something in the... I was going to go for a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's not facing the enemy at all. I wonder... He may just be taking shots. Not responding. Tempest moves up. Might as well just go for a lock, yeah. None of those ships can shoot him. Goes for a lock on the red HMP. Two bank in from green. Everybody else taking locks, or taking focuses. Where are the tracers? It's Maarek and Double Edge. Okay. There's the 2 turn in from Dooku. Gonna use the probe droid. Can lock anybody he wants. Probably wants to lock somebody he can shoot. I guess he could get Maarek now and... Yeah, looking at this, you're like, Marek's going to 2-bank in. That's what everybody just did. And you're not going to get a shot, so yeah, he's going to go into Double Edge. No. He's going to lock the obstructed ship that doesn't have any focus mods. So, Mike, if you had tracer threads with Muni failsafe, if you cancel the dice, it doesn't mean you missed, right? For the sake of Double Edge, you can't cancel your dice.
Oh, that's...
And then trigger Double Edge. So the question would be, could you have a focus, shoot tracers, Muni failsafe for the miss, get a lock from weapon system officer, and then shoot
you want
double
to trigger
modded.
The tracers and then shoot? What do you want to do?
I want to have a focus and then shoot. I want to have a focus and then end up with a target lock and a focus for the second shot.
I don't think it works, right? Because the tracers have to hit.
Weapon system officer would be where you get the lock from.
Oh, I see, I see. Oh, that sounds spicy, Maui. Is that right?
But I'm wondering if you cancel the dice, would that count as missing?
Yeah, because he didn't hit.
Hello.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I see ion tokens.
It's now missed. My attack missed, therefore I get a lock.
Now Dooku can remove a lock or an ion, I think, right? There's 2 red tokens on him.
Yeah. Are there any tokens that are blue except for a cloak? It's just cloak, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking over at all the tokens on the TTS board, and yeah, it's only...
I mean, shields are blue.
Yeah. Don't think you're going to be removing shields.
Yes.
We've got some
3
festive
hits.
dice in here.
Yeah, you like those?
Yeah.
Pretty fancy. 3 hits, 1 evade. Taken 2. Brown Tempest, 2 shields down. Deathrain, how was your meal?
It was good. It was fish and vegetables, something rather simple.
Very healthy.
Mm. Can't wait to eat processed chicken tomorrow.
You're planning out that meal tomorrow?
Oh yeah, like I do my weekly groceries. Yeah, I'm gonna eat good wholesome stuff, and then when the time comes to eat it, you're looking at the back of the fridge of all the good stuff, and like, oh come on, let me watch just a little bit.
Oh, so 311 threw a calculator over to Dooku, spends that instead of one of his force points. Avoids both of those hits.
Maarek Steele's on the field.
Yeah, with tracers. I like this a lot.
Good odd Maarek.
Does he swarm tactics double edge?
Ooh, probably? Hit, crit, crit. Ooh, that's into the Geonosian prototype, I believe. Yeah, that's where the lock is. So that would be 3 shields if it hits.
If the chat's wondering where double edge is, he's on the left flank of the X1s.
They see
I had
that
to tilt my
turret
I had to tilt my camera down to figure out where he was.
It's so
He's
tricky,
on
right?
the turret.
Like they all looks the same. It's like very, very tricky.
What just happened? Tempest Squadron did a 2-dice shot into 311, I think, instead of the 3 dice into Geonosian prototype. I believe that's what happened. He didn't have range on the H&P, says Lou. Okay. All right, back to dials. Kind of a weird engagement there for Dragoon. Kind of tried to run with the HMPs, and I guess he made it because Dooku's the one that got shot. Hopefully, that yellow, both of the Geonosians can get turned around and actually shoot something.
Yep. Yellow should be fine, right? Kinda. Let's see. But the problem now is next round. We have like the whole squad incoming shooting at Dooku. He's gonna lose those shields really fast, and then the crits are incoming.
Yeah, X1 crits stack up real hard.
So, I wonder about that, because I think Dooku might just go for the bump, deny one of them a shot.
Yeah, but then you have still 3 or 4 range one-shots incoming.
Who's the most hurt? Brown? Yeah, that's not an easy X1 to get a shot on from Dooku.
Yes.
It's something you always forget about X1s is that I think they're one of the only ships that have an inbuilt I'm getting a crit every time I shoot.
And that's super strong.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I think there's some tricks that Dooku can do. I think with the jam, if he's in it's going to be tough if he's going into the rocks. He could shoot, hit something, and then barrel roll. There's some funkiness you can do with Dooku. Oh, and Grievous is online, so you can deny one of those hits.
Hello there.
What's the damage like so far? We got 1 shield off Dooku.
Yep. 2 shields off of the brown X1.
Ooh.
Zam card's getting put out there. Oh, I forgot about Zam. So did have You Should Thank Me out last turn. Got a charge back. Took a target lock. Not charged up for a double tap, but man, thinking about the possibilities of, because Dooku can perform actions after he hits with an attack, and having a bonus attack means even more actions.
Where's that Geonosian prototype going?
Which one, red?
Yeah.
Too hard left, I guess. If he could bank, but it's kind of all bad.
Yeah, that's a peculiar position.
Yeah,
You know, the X1 Storm's coming in straight forward, and the Separatists are like, nope, 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 none of them, and just running away. You can't match Imperial speed, boys. Not going to happen.
Streamer bias.
Mm.
Who's got player 1? Because we have a bunch of 2s. Token got moved, but I don't see it out there. Let's just check and see who shot first.
Zazo 6V, greetings from Colombia. Greetings back.
The Geonosian prototypes moved before the Tempests. Worldwide. I think he did spend a charge from Dooku. Oh boy. The probes, though.
I love that noise.
Yeah, you know what? Flipster, don't fix that. That's not a problem. That's
Yeah,
by
do not-
design.
Don't spoil my fun.
I see Death Rain on the table. He's going to put a probe droid down, like IRL, and flick it at his enemy.
Oh, I will. I absolutely will. Next tournament I go to in real life, I'm just going to start flicking these droids all over the place. Oh, you got a target lock? Not anymore. Boing.
He's going to bring out like a crossfire board. Zoom. Or Beyblades.
Yes, works. That's how the real life works.
He's just going to spin a Beyblade out of the front of his Separatists.
The POV, you're an X-Wing tournament. This guy's got a Beyblade. What do you do?
Look at this like long flank from the HMPs.
I mean, you know, I can turn and then flip the thing open and then start strafing. Is it open now? Let's have a little look. Yeah, so you can side slip next turn. So you can get around the back and then follow forward afterwards.
Sometime in the future, the ultimate challenge.
Double Edge is going to kill that probe droid. Oh, it's the eyeballs, isn't it?
We certainly weren't watching a commercial while you said that. I just had to hear somebody say, "You'll get caught up in the crossfire."
That was strange, Scott.
That was strange.
Underlined.
You're welcome.
Oh, who do you bump into? You bumped into Double Edge.
Which is maybe one of the ships I would have wanted to shoot. Look at it. His corner is almost touching yellow.
Yeah, right.
Not quite.
So, where are the locks at? I haven't seen no locks. Was he hoping Double Edge could do the traces onto Dooku?
Last round, I don't think they were really in range. One got a lock on this red HMP back here. But yeah, he's hoping to have everybody focus and then land tracers. Double Edge, shooting tracers. Oh, that's what he did. He shot tracers last round, but missed in order to use Double Edge's ability. Or I don't know that he did it on purpose, but
Right.
so here's the tracer. Hit crit. Thinking about spending that focus. Not gonna do it. Two dice that must be the red Geonosian prototype at range 3. Or the obstructed yellow? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah,
It's yellow.
obstructed yellow.
Lands
so
it.
Getting locked. Thing is, I think you still shoot Dooku at this point, and save those locks and then have at him next round.
Is that true?
No, that doesn't make any sense because like Dooku would be half health and he'd still be around to be waste of firepower.
Here's Maarek. Is that a triple crit, Maarek?
Let's go.
Easy peasy.
Now, as excited as I am, that ship has 3 shields, so none of this is gonna...
Still, it's still a flex. It's like a starting flex.
Yeah. You know what? You guys, I'm gonna allow it. You can be excited about this, despite the fact that it did 1 shield damage.
I have done the triple crit Maarek before, and you're just going through the guy's deck like, I'll take this direct hit, and this direct hit, and this direct hit.
This and this and that.
Man, that is just such a deflating moment of take 3 cards, mull it over, deal 1. Take 3 cards, mull it over, deal 1. Such a long, drawn-out, sad process for the opponent.
Yeah, this might work in the X1's favor because I reckon Zam has picked the card that lets you double tap if someone shoots you, and if they're taking locks on the prototype, then Dooku's not going to get a shot, and it's not going to work.
So the problem is Zam is not charged up, and there's... I know a lot about Zam now. There's no way to get charges and perform a bonus attack in the same turn.
Oh dear.
It's going to be you should thank me. It's going to be recharge, get a lock. Hit crit. Two focuses. Taken 2 on Maarek. All right. So that was the synced laser. This is going to be outside the front arc, so just a 180-degree 2-dice shot into double edge. Spin the calculate for 2. There's no Kraken. Pretty confident everybody's shooting. Oh, didn't matter. Okay, sorry, Brown does have a range 3 shot, so saving it for defense does do something. Hit crit eye. Has the focus. And a strong desire to hit. Hit crit crit. So guaranteed to get 1 through. Blank evade takes 2. Calculate didn't help that time. Hit it, crit, natties. Gets to turn one of those hits into a crit with advanced targeting computer. Spin a calculate there, thanks to 311 for passing that second calc.
Le sponge.
Range 2 obstructed. Oh, jeez. Another one. Hit crit crit.
Dodge this.
Dodge this.
Dodging stuff. I don't see no crits coming through.
Nope, takes 1. Oh boy, where are we?
I think
2 shields.
originally... Sorry, go ahead.
Just gonna say 2 shields off of each of the HMPs. That was what happened this round? Go for it.
I was thinking the G-Nation Prototype 2, the yellow one, was going to side slip to the right. But based on where Dooku is, you just want to go left now. Because you've got all these locks on you. The X1s might want to just turn in, light sort bank in, turn in towards that side. But you can't do it where Dooku is, because Dooku's in the way. So you just want to side slip behind Dooku and hide.
So the options that you have, you could YOLO forward over the rock. Definitely an option. You could side slip right, which seems obvious.
Yeah.
You could go left and maybe bump into Dooku, but you get really close to Brown in a way that I'm kind of worried about. Or you could stop.
Brown's going after red. Because X1's when you have a lock, you want to keep it and just get a focus each time.
Yes.
With the first turn when you have to get that lock, you're in the most dangerous position because you haven't got defensive mods.
They're kind of like an attack dog now, right? Like left the target and then just
Yeah.
after that.
They'll chase after whatever it is. It's like the game we had last night. We're playing Vader chasing after a V1. I had a lock on. It's like, I'm not switching that lock. I'm going after this one target if it kills me. So when you side slip, can you choose to go back or forward like a barrel roll?
No.
You have to align it to the hash mark.
Yeah.
So does that bump Dooku if he does that? He should do, right?
Does the 5k from the scimitar work? Or does that clip the rock?
It should, right? 5 straight is pretty fast.
Yeah, I think you clear it.
Now, I don't know that Dooku wants to do that. He doesn't need to arc dodge, I think, quite as much as other scimitars because he's got all these tricks he can do when you shoot him or when he shoots. He could shoot and cloak. So he could do a bump if he thought
No, he doesn't.
some of these...
He doesn't have the tile. Oh, he does have the tile. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's just a gap there. I just assumed that's where it ended. Tilt the camera ever so slightly to the right. There it is. Yeah, you're right. Dooku can just sit there if you're going to shoot me or attack you. Get actions that way.
So the question is, will there be a tie there to bump into? There will be Maarek, but if you bump into Maarek, there's nothing to shoot at.
Who moves first? Is it the ties or the separatists?
Separatists, the Geonosian prototypes.
Okay.
Then...
So yeah, Double Edge can't jump in and stop that side slip.
Correct.
Yeah, because if you could, you can just one forward and bump with your X1s.
2 hard left from 311. Going to take a calculate. Share the love. Ooh, gonna link it. Try and get some distance. There's that side flip. Doesn't bump.
Nice. That is close though. Oh, look at that. It's so close.
It looks like it's inside of the base.
Yeah, but the chat log says no, so we're good.
All right.
Did Brown X1 5 forward or not?
I think he's gonna bank 2 or 3 bank.
He's worried about the side slip going left instead of right.
3 bank.
Oh yeah.
Takes the focus. Already has the lock.
So even though Brown X1 only has like 3 health left, I think he can win that fight against the Geonosian prototype.
All right. Take your word for it.
Just because 3 green dice. Am I right, Funwalk?
Yes,
3 green dice.
It's OP. I hate it. I don't want to see it ever again on the board. I lost my Kyber match earlier, and I was playing against Imp Aces, when they all got the right green evades at the right time, and I was so salty.
Apparently it was my fault because I didn't bless your dice. I didn't know you were in the tournament.
You didn't!
I had no idea.
So the yellow X1 lands on a rock, does not take any damage, but that's a shot you don't have to worry about. Wasn't really facing anything anyway. Double Edge going to rotate the turret backwards. Now does
Nice.
Double Edge perform a different weapon? Okay.
Yeah, they've gone for what Geonosian perceived to be going to the right, it's gone left instead. And it's really good for the Separatist right now.
Look at that 5k. Fits beautifully. Maarek, focus roll. 311, gonna pass and calculate. Potentially. Who is vulnerable? Gives it to red.
Yeah.
He's pretty sure red's gonna be defending against brown. There's green's shot. I'm gonna spin the whole lock. Pretty bad. Oh boy, not much better. 1 crit. Yellow still got a shield too. And keeps having it. Blank focus. Not much better there. That was into 311. Dooku. Got a range 2. Into this green Tempest. Who is full health at the moment. You got Maarek. Unobstructed with a focus. Gonna go into Maarek. Marek's already lost shields. If you get 1 through, you can get half points. Hit crit. Maarek 3 dice needs 2 paint. Gets 2.
Yeah, I'm really liking these new dice. Very much more defined.
Feel free to copy them.
I can add them to my collection.
Are you the Grievous of specialty dice?
My saved objects folder is just filled with all sorts of things. We've got animated dice as well.
I had to do some spring cleaning and make like a bag of custom cards and a bag of dice.
I've even got like a new addition is the It's Your Turn buttons. I don't know if you've ever seen those. I can't remember who I was playing, but they had 3 buttons that said "It's your turn" or "I'm still checking my dials" or something else.
Right.
Sounds like a boomer button.
It's great because like if you haven't got mics and you're playing someone random online, it's like beep. I'm not. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn.
That was Worst Coast Child maybe made that? I think it says it on the dial. Or on the button. But no, it's nice for those people who don't want to play with voice, but want to be able to easily communicate.
Who wants to listen to people? Ugh. Overrated.
Yeah, I think playing X-Wing sometimes without voice, that's so relaxing. Just sitting there, clicking some buttons, pinging your enemy.
I think this is the dorsal turret from Double Edge. Or...
Or when you have so when you have no voice and you can't communicate, and you have to try and communicate it to someone that no, that focus stays there, and because they'll drag it off and you'll put it back on, they'll drag it off and you put it back on, start pinging. This is mine.
Gets half points and a console fire on yellow. Here's a bunch of eyeballs. Spins the whole lock. Does not have ATC anymore, so no crit. Does get 2 through on red, and that's half points.
Oh, the hand moves as well. Like, you always tell if someone's mad on the other end because you see their hand start shaking back and forth.
That's the best.
What's the international language? All right, back to dials. Mark ends up getting half points on both of those Geonosian prototypes and puts himself ahead 44 to 18, up by 26 points. Brendan did get half points on Brown with a wounded pilot.
Oh, the other one's when you pick up some objects, like dice, for instance, and you move your mouse, and your internet dips just ever so slightly. So what happens is you violently pick up your objects and just fling them across the table, and your opponent's just sat there like, dude, chill out, man, it's just a game. I'm liking the positioning for the Separatists now. The X1s are kind of split up. They're not on the targets they want to be on. They have, they're having to spend their locks because they're not rolling well right now. This little vulture droid is going on a tour.
Is Mark going to use that green Tempest to block Dooku on the rock? Oh, I don't know. Can he do it? Because you have to move before Maarek.
Does the bank fit? The one bank
so.
left will be perfect, but yeah. Does a one forward fit? Kind of. I think so.
Probably. Then you'd have to roll left.
Yeah, roll left backwards.
Yeah,
that's some stuff there.
You could probably keep him there.
Just stall him.
Yep.
Always a good tactic. Here's my 40-point ship holding up your 80-point ship for a couple of turns.
Dooku exactly 88.
Hey, I was close.
Simbra, 5-month sub. Thank you very much.
Can the red prototype side slip? No, it has to go straight or forwards or full stop even.
Yeah, both HMPs, repulsor lifts are inactive. Off. What is the crit on yellow console farm?
Yes.
I'm just proud of Double Edge, man. He's alive, which is more than I thought he would be.
He's the MVP.
I don't know how much damage he's done, but he's been a real cool guy. He set up the tracers early on.
Not on the ship he wanted, though. I think Dooku got the bounce on that and denied it. But yeah, if he hadn't bumped into Double Edge, that's a lot of locks at range 1 on Dooku. That would have been tasty.
Moving the probes. I think the probe was in a fine position. Why put it in front of the ships? Protect your probes, people. There's the 2 hard left, which I was not sure would fit. And yet, here we are.
Yes, I like the barrel roll there. That's probably going to block yellow. Yellow doesn't have a block, so yellow's not going to K-turn. And try to turn in.
Red with the 2 bank. Calculate.
Which might also bump Maarek if he's got left. I mean, just to clear that stress off, but he might go over the rock.
Ooh, a stop there from yellow. Might get a calculate tossed over from 311. We will see. It's time for a refill. There's the block on double edge.
Oh, it's going to be a traffic jam all the way. Can he block another 2 ships? I want to see this happen.
Oh, and Death Rain said there's no way there's going to be a 4K there.
Absolutely no way. Well, good luck trying to hit something with 2 dice.
You might have a 3 dice shot on 311.
Oh, he got the block on 2 as well. Ooh, 2's going to feel that.
Now just imagine, if green had done the 1 forward and barrel roll, or maybe even a hard turn, could have blocked Dooku onto that tiny little asteroid.
Don't have a hard turn. It's what Ved can do, the 1 hard.
Oh, I was thinking a hard 2 from where green was, might have gotten past. Oh, speaking of getting blocked on a rock, Maarek tried to go 3 straight. Ooh, no damage, but he's not shooting.
So when I said, can he block another 2 ships, he said, yeah, I can.
Easy peasy.
Hold my blue milk.
I'm getting points back for that.
Swarm tactics. To double edge. He's going to shoot out the back. Into yellow. One hit. One evade.
Okay. Thank you, Rocker.
So double edge missed with a turret, but he doesn't have another weapon that can shoot, so he's stuck with that one. Here's a range 1 from Dooku. 4v2. How's green looking? Full health for now. Spins the lock. And the force points for hit it crit. Oh boy. It all goes through. Console fire on green. Half points.
Oh, he's getting some blessed dice here. He's praying.
Sure.
He's praying.
It works.
HMP's shot. Gonna go for
Even
console
every
fire
time
first.
it
Does
works.
take a damage.
Well, you blessed your dice, you get him. Oh, that was the other guy.
Range 2 onto Maarek. Sync lasers. 3 hits. Two evades. Takes 1. There's your half points on Maarek. And now, Dragoon on top by 18 points. Red HMP. Another sync laser shot into Maarek. Finish him off. Are there any target locks on him? No. Could go long range into that yellow. going into Maarek. Ooh, does it need mods? Oh boy, Maarek gets yeeted off the table. Goodbye.
Oh, you praised the wrong dice gods.
Oh, I see the dice stats getting spawned.
Someone's salty.
I mean, it's a 3.7 to 4.
Womp womp.
Walk, 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 walk.
The greens, -1. -1 to +1? I mean, that's not a big disparity.
It's all about the spikes, Mr. Scott.
I know, I like when people spawn dice in the middle of the match for it to be like, kind of hard to point to anything there.
Where the dice are like, well, we ain't a problem.
Hit crit crit. Oh, did he already have a lock? I guess so. Does he have a lock?
I think I recall when Galaxies were on and you were commentating, Scott, and I was co-commentating with you, and about 4 turns in, someone spawns a dice stats, and I had to sit there with my hand over my mouth and not say a word.
Don't say anything.
I'm a guest in this house. I will behave.
Show some respect.
Shoes off at the door, please.
Uh-oh. I was too busy looking for locks here. I see a weapons failure getting flipped on yellow.
And that's GG. Good
Yeah,
game.
that's GG. Actually, no, it's not GG. Did you know you can use an action to repair it?
Yes!
Everybody didn't know.
Yes!
except for you.
Yes!
It's a very, very new tech to me.
New concept. Hey guys, new X-Wing strats. Flip your weapons failure. Get rid of it.
You were just screaming at me. It's like, weapons failure. I'm like, Scott, I know it's weapons failure. I know how this works. Like, roll one less dice. It's all legit. I'm not cheating. It's like, why didn't you repair the crit? I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean repair?
Oh. This game's still surprising us. I love it.
Alright, I think I missed some damage here. Red down to 4. So he took a damage sensor array. Not great when you have calculate on your action bar instead of focus.
No, Cat. There was no giving you a chance. I was absolutely trying to destroy you. I just didn't know weapons failure had an action repair.
I thought you were just
'Cause I
flexing like, I'm going to win this match without all my attack dice. I don't know what's worse.
In real life games, in tournaments where I'm using that list because that's the only thing I remember to use well, and I will just have Death Rain by himself take on the rest of the opposing force, and the 2 aces just sit in the corner just with pom poms, just like, yo, you can do it.
Go, go, go.
1v4 me, let's go.
Alright, I think we're all caught up on damage here. 87 to 44. 43-point lead for Dragoon.
And Dooku still full shields, right? That doesn't look very good for the imp player.
He's down 1, but yeah, for the most part, he's basically full.
Yeah.
Totem says, did the WSO do anything? I think it did something in the first round. He shot tracers, missed, got a target lock, shot ions. But then a lot of the fight has been behind him since then.
No, weapons failure does not count apostasis for final salvo. Nor does you know the Jedi ships where you have the upgrade that gives you an extra attack dice. That stuff doesn't count either.
No, it's just the highest number on the pilot card.
Yeah. I mean, Hawks wouldn't get the bonus from Multicrow, but
Yeah, because it's printed on there, something like that.
No, it's not on the pilot card, right?
Oh, not in the pilot. So yeah, nope. doesn't work. Everything bad.
Oh my god. Good luck finding those.
I was tapped out. I thought I heard a table flip for all the token noises.
It's not even necessary. Like, I don't think you're using that drone anytime soon.
God, it is absolutely necessary to use that every turn. Cause as much carnage as you can. Hey kids, do you like game state?
Going for a block there with 311. Oh boy, look at all the stress tokens on yellow. Yikes. Is he gonna just K-turn again with Dooku? You could bank left, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's fine.
Dooku was pretty safe right now.
Roger, roger.
I mean, at this point, the Imperial players desperately trying to take out these prototypes and focus their efforts on Dooku. If you start going for Dooku now, you're going to get eaten up because you just wasted all these shots and other things.
Brown just takes a straight up lock on 311. He's tired of that ship.
Green's going to get a good shot.
Yep, he's going for raw target locks here. He's not letting anybody... He's not going to rely on the tracers. He's getting his.
Dooku says hi.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Take that range one into Brown. Yeah, 2 hull remaining. Here's a 4v3. How many force points does he have left? Enough. I just noticed that Zam is fully charged. Let's see if anybody even shoots. Crew. He could have the one... He could have... You should thank me. If he's in arc and nobody shoots him, take a bonus attack.
Oh, destruction.
Oh boy. Brown is gone. I think Death Rain's going to need some new pants.
Explosion time. I mean, like, at this point, even if you only have a shot on Dooku, you don't take it, because you'll just refill his hate.
Yep. Rolls a crit. I think that was a console fire. So it doesn't do any damage. Here's... Oh no, that was an attack. Rip. Still doesn't do any damage.
Oh, the weapons failure one dies. No.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's a blank. Oh, does he have a lock? He does. Reroll it, baby. Oh, he's got 2 evades anyway.
Oh yeah, final walk. What does the penguin sound like?
Sounds like a very nice animal in the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, but what does it sound like?
It's a bit like when Scott is like angry.
Could you describe the noise?
See, the fun thing is I can just mute Funwalk and then play a clip of him making the noise.
Wow,
And it's as if
tyranny.
he was doing it of his own volition.
The tyranny. Oppression.
Green takes another damage. Down to 1. I think that is... console? I don't know. Hit, crit. Rerolls the focus. Well, this is range 1 into red. A single evade. Takes hit, crit. How's he doing? Down to 3, so a direct hit would kill him?
No, he did. Oh no, he
No,
had that.
He alive.
I didn't see him move the damage, sorry.
Here's the dorsal turret out the back. 1 hit. Takes it. And that
back in a
is it
second.
dead.
He dead now.
Yeah. Get all those crits out of the overlay. Free up some space, some real estate.
Yellow's on 1 health left.
Wait.
This should be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yellow dead now. Yellow really dead now. Take all that. So
And
this
that
is looking much better now.
Wait,
You
does
still have
311?
one.
No, it's 311's bumped. Okay.
You have 3 ships, and you have to try and take out Dooku. Your ships are fairly. One of them damaged. You have 2 okay.
But Dooku likes getting shot. Dooku gets to do things when you shoot him.
Yeah, but you can't win the game without killing Dooku.
What happens if you kill 311? It's only 12 points and you need 18. Yikes. Oh, he did do You Should Thank Me. Oh, here's the bonus attack. Oh, he doesn't have any force left. Hit crit. Into double edge.
Who needs force?
He did. For hit crit. Spin the focus, take nothing! Zam charge is gone.
Can you 2-turn left with double edge? Does that fit? I don't think,
think
so.
so. Yeah.
No? Yeah?
Should be okay.
Why would you want to?
I mean, you can go forward if you wanted. I ain't telling you how to play. Actually, what K-turn does the
I was gonna
aggressive?
it's a 4. If it was a
It is a
3, I would risk it, but 4 is a little close. Just go right.
He's not 45, is he? He's leaning more to the right.
Yeah, he bumped earlier, so it's a bit iffy.
So if you did do a 2-turn left, then it just fit on the next 2 turns and send you off.
Yeah, so not good, not bueno. Yeah, the 2-turn should fit, but because of the angle, yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, so he's going right. Does
What is the
Tempest
meaning?
just move forward and block and take a lock on him and wait for his time? Yeah, actually, that's alright, because you do 1 forward, take a lock and bump Dooku in the back of you. Next turn you can 4K, where Dooku can't really do that.
Can you 4K? Yeah, should fit. 1 base, 2 base. I like it.
But if Dooku's done a 5K himself...
Dooku does a 5K himself, you shoot him, right? With a lock.
Yeah, shoot him with a lock. It takes your shields off, you get full health back, full force back, and then you just destroy green. I just... Some of this player's got candles for his fallen brothers.
Yeah, I know, it's nice, right?
They're great.
Very
And
nice.
honestly, the lighting effects
Yeah.
in TTS is like really nice.
It's very nice, very cozy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, green has console fire, so you rather not take the lock? That's right, chat. It's Lupnir paying attention. Oh, yellow? What are you doing, yellow? So he's calling the 5K from Dooku?
No.
Oh, I'm not happy about that move from yellow, actually. Not fixing the console, taking the focus? That's so wrong! Oh...
Yeah, I don't think Dooku would 5K there. That's too easily blocked from double edge, and then you're flying off the board.
Yeah, it's too risky, and now yellow looks in the wrong direction. Green doesn't fix his console fire on 1 health. Yikes!
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, take a lock on the thing you're about to block anyway.
Yeah. And I was expecting just yellow just to go forward to shoot into Dooku, right? Range 1, target lock, everything.
Here's the Dooku lock.
I think it's spend the force.
Shouldn't matter because nobody has a shot, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Just in principle.
you bear off.
Nah, the force is not fully recharged, so you save it for next turn.
Dooku didn't have a lock, I don't think. I think that was a
How did...
Geno prototype or something.
Ah, alright.
Oh, the calc from the DFS. That's what it was.
Transferred the calc.
I was trying to figure out how he turned the hit in.
So what is Dooku doing? Can he loop near? 5k is too much, right? 1, 2, 3.
I mean, like, if you 5k,
That's
it's not
too
going to
much.
work. Tempest 2 will 4k, and you're going to bump,
Yeah,
and you're
that's true.
facing a corner, and you're dead.
Oh, the
Green's
constant fire
dead.
triggers and.
Oh
Green's dead.
no!
I wonder. You know what? I bet they deleted the. I feel bad. I think he had a. He might have had a crit token out there that got deleted because he definitely forgot about it.
I forgot his crit.
Yeah.
I never do
Yeah,
that.
you should have repaired that.
Mm.
100%.
Not once have I ever forgotten a crit.
Oh, I believed in Mark, but ooh, like all the small mistakes here, right? It's not helping him.
Does yellow free bank? Can you block that 5k coming up?
That's the 5k hit. Like it's a large space, right? 5k in large space. I don't think it fits on the board. Actually.
Just
Base,
turn
okay,
towards
3
double
base,
edge,
4.
right?
Yeah, I think Dooku turns towards double edge because
Oh, he's
5k it's out of the board for sure.
He's got sloops.
Mm-hmm. 2 sloops, right?
There are 2 sloops. Yeah, he could fit a 2
Uh,
sloop towards double edge if he wanted to shoot yellow.
Maybe? Yeah, that should fit, right? Oh, large spaces are just so iffy.
If yellow can get
Double edge
away for
moves
sloop,
first.
I
and
don't think.
that sloop blocks,
Yeah, I like this from yellow here. You go slow here and expect a sloop maybe. Already got the lock.
because if he bumps on a sloop or a K, then he's in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can force him off the board.
Ooh.
I think Dooku really not has much he can do here.
Oh wow.
Oh, one turn. Oh, it would be safe then if he's doing that.
Yes. But still, that's a range 1 shot now for yellow. Very nice. 3 minutes left.
Actually, he can use this defense to remove the stress.
Oh, come on, Mark.
If he
Roll
cares.
better. He needs these 4 results here now to have a chance to get back in the game. Gets it!
Now he can Grievous one of these. Yeah, he's still got Grievous, right?
Where's the charge talk for Grievous actually? Ah, it's on the ship. Alright, so Grievous 1 takes all the shields. That's the start.
Yeah, shields down. He could spend a force point with... Oh, I think the attacker has to be in your arc. Yeah. Can't Dooku that.
Mm-hmm. So, time running out. 1 round left. Mark needs to do half damage on Dooku. That's 44 points. Is that enough? It's enough. Half points on Dooku would be enough to win the
You
game.
might want to remind him about the... He just took the stress off.
Uh,
Yeah, he's putting it back on, it's fine.
No, it's back on, yeah.
yeah.
Everybody just reading the cards.
Definitely reading the cards, mate.
So Mark has 1 single shot left in the game to get half damage on Dooku. It's possible.
Does he win if he gets half points?
Yes.
You can, do double edge can definitely block again from that angle.
But how do you
Tempest-
get a mod on yellow to shoot?
You deal 1 bank. Focus.
Alright. I
This
mean,
is-
1 bank target lock.
It's dressed so he
Right.
can't 1 hard again. 3 hard.
Bank.
would be nice, but you can block that. You can also block a free bank if you try to go fast.
You need
If
2 damage
way-
on Dooku for half points, so... Yeah, it's not much double edge can do, right? Like, go for the block somehow.
Yeah, I think that double edge just goes straight.
Yes. Go for block, line up.
You
the shot
block
for
most of the
yellow.
dial just doing that. Just doing like maybe a... I want to say like a 2 straight.
Yeah, and then you hope for the best shot yellow has to get 2 damage.
Epionic says 311 OP. I'm proud of both 311 staying around this entire game and Double Edge.
I think double edge is alive because no one takes double edge seriously. Just
No one cares about double edge.
I mean, he's the second most expensive ship in that list. So if you're just, even if you're just looking for raw points, there's a reason to shoot him.
How many points is double edge?
41. This Double Edge is 41.
This double edge is 41 points.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Weapon Systems Officer is 7.
Jesus
7
Christ.
points.
Yeah.
You're
What?
such a bad man, Scott. Having weapon systems officer as a boss.
Dorsals 2, Tracers 2, Ions 2, Weapon System Officers 7.
I mean, Hondo's 6 and Hondo's a meme.
Oh, do we tell on the points?
I mean, you're asking for points.
It's
You
a
might as well-
bounty, right? It's kind of serious.
You might as well give it to him because otherwise they'll just sit there and count and delay your time. Also,
Oh,
Scott, behave yourself.
You're just gonna turn on the stream and see the score.
yeah, I know. Let's just tell them.
I just don't rely on me because I have the overlay wrong all the time.
He does this to me whenever I'm playing as well. I'm like, hey, Scott, what's the points? It's like, I'm not telling you. Fine, I'll sit here and count then. I'll speak to you in half an hour.
Like, actually, I would be all in favor if AMG changes the rules that points are like public knowledge for everybody and we can count them.
Yeah.
Or AMG gets on their Twitch stream tomorrow and goes, oh yeah, okay, Scott, you have to tell them the points from now on. It's the rules.
Let me talk with my AMG contacts.
I mean, we already have like the Launch Bay Next app where you can just scan each other's lists and tally up the points using that. Or
Yes.
Yasby allows you to tally up points there. Let's just build that into the next
Yeah,
AMG
I know, right?
app.
Like in competitive TTS X-Wing, everybody's counting points on the.
It's such a
on the
like
computer.
needlessly frustrating part of the game, sitting there
Yes.
going, I've got 50 and what's half of this odd number? Just build it into the app.
And it takes away time, right? Like,
Yeah.
every second you're counting points on the table, which is in your head because you can't use the pen.
The
Just
only
like-
time I count points is like the last round when time's run out.
Yeah, same.
After that point, I really don't care.
You know when your opponent is counting points when they just get your list, your printed list on the table, and then
Oh yeah,
look
yeah.
at that endlessly.
My opponent will be there with like, I need your list. I need to check out how many points is each ship, and he's trying to work out like what's the target priority and all this stuff. And I'm just sat there like, smashy, smashy.
At that point, you have to flex. You're like, yes, my X-wing is 41. You killed already 63. Your ship is 79. I'm leading.
We're moving the probe. Oh, we're not moving the
Nah,
probe.
it's too much token. Yeeting with the probe. I hope the devs never changed that.
Yeah, don't ever do that, please, please. I guess the
Take that
bank.
freaking lock, yes.
Sorry, Paul, I guess it's not that points aren't public, it's that things like this stream kind of apply to like the outside resource bit. So it
We
puts
are
us
like
in a
the
weird
inside
place where
resource.
like,
You're hosting the stream, Scott.
So what you're saying, Scott, is that you should never interfere with the game ever. Is that what you're saying?
well, it's just, I mean, there are times where
Because
people
you-
ask me what the points
I
are. And
don't
I'm like,
know that you interfere with every game I've ever played.
Oh, he should have just went one forward. That was too cute. Going
is
for
he
the
gonna
two
cloak?
bank.
He
I
could-
would cloak for sure.
He could
Can
jam
he
the
cloak?
lock off, or he could cloak.
Can he jam?
Yeah, with scimitar.
Oh, it's gonna. Oh.
So he needs to get 2 hits through.
Yep.
And
Without mods.
he's got 3 dice without mods.
3 versus 1. Oh, nice.
Do I bless the dice?
I like the gem. This was better than the cloak, actually.
Is it? Okay, because, yeah, I guess you would have had a 4v3 or a 3v1.
Mm-hmm. That's without mods. That's GG. Whatever happens. That was... Wait.
Wow.
Thanks.
Does double edges kill the destroyer?
Oh, yeah, Double Edge has a range 1 out the back from the dorsal.
Oh, yeah, the turret, actually. Oh,
I forgot about him.
Oh,
Yeah,
Double
I
Edge.
forgot about the
Is
turret.
Double Edge? Is he going to win this game?
Okay, I'm blessing
with
these
the
dice.
dorsal turret shot. Oh,
Let's go double edge.
let's go.
3v1 with a focus.
Oh!
Get him.
He's doing 2 damage.
It's 2 damage. He wins with double edge.
What? The second weapon system officer claim, because Sean claimed it this morning, but goes to Double Edge with the win. Wow.
5 plays.
Uh-oh, 311.
Oh, double edge needs 3.
You'd have to do
That's
3 damage,
impossible.
yeah. Oof. It's okay, 311. You're here to buff, not do damage. Wow.
Double edge with the dorsal turret. Nice.
What an end to that match. And I think that's going to put Mark in 2nd place. He's the only other player to claim a bounty this month. I'm going to put these results 132 to 123. Wow. 15. So let's go ahead and put
What
Mark's
a comeback,
collection.
man. What a comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Goose tried to saying infiltrators are so hard to fly once you hit the corner because of the freaking large booty.
Large body. That's what he said. He said large body chat.
All right. Well, congratulations to Mark. Thank you to Dragoon for playing. Thank you to Funwalk and Death Rain for being here.
Yay!
That'll do it for this match. Until next time, this is Scott from Hexiled Gaming, signing off.